Good news from the airline industry, where one successful company is thanking its employees in the only way that counts, with cash.
We're learning more about a mega bonus that employees at Delta Airlines are getting. The company was so profitable last year, is giving back $1.6 billion. The bonus equals about 2 months extra pay for each employee. One reason the company has such a good year is it does not fly the Boeing 737 MAX, which has been grounded for months.
That's right. Delta crushed it this year, mostly because they have planes that can land. Yeah, which is apparently something customers prefer. And it's ironic. It's really ironic, because last year, people were shitting on Delta for not having the newest planes, right? Then new planes started crashing, and so now Delta's in the lead. Yeah. You know what this is? This is how your friend with a flip phone feels whenever someone with an iPhone gets hacked. Yeah? They're just like, that's right, who's got the lame-ass phone now? Yeah, if you want to hack my nudes, you got to come to my house, you iCloud-having motherfucker. Now, if you excuse me, I have to make a call because I can't text. Hello? So, good for Delta, sharing their profits with employees. Of course, not to be outdone, Spirit Airlines has announced that they're going to let their employees keep any gum they find under the armrests. Spirit Airlines, our planes don't have trash cans, they are trash cans. Moving on. Moving on to the world of sports. Have you ever watched your team losing and wished that you could jump in to help? Well, that's exactly what this North Carolina dad did.
A North Carolina man was arrested after getting too involved in his son's high school wrestling match. At one point, the wrestler in the gray uniform picks up the wrestler in the black uniform, slams him to the ground. The referee ruled the move was illegal and blew the whistle, but moments later, a man runs out and knocks the wrestler to the ground. It was the other boy's dad. The man was arrested, charged with assault and disorderly conduct.
God damn! What was that father thinking? You can't just run in from the sidelines and beat up a teenager. Your son has to tag you in first. Come on. Rules of wrestling. And if you think that's bad, you should have seen him at his daughter's ballet recital. That shit is insane. And look, I get the dad's anger, but you realize this thing could have gotten out of hand, right? Because no one thinks about this, but what if the other wrestler's dad saw it happen and then he jumped in, right? And then what if the first dad's dad jumped in to help him? Then the other guy's grandfather jumped in, then a coffin just lands on all of them. Gotta think of these things. But this is why I never bring my mom to the Emmys. Parents are really competitive. Yeah. If I brought my mom to the Emmys and then she sees me lose to John Oliver, she'll rush the podium and tackle him to the ground. Yeah. Poor John will be on the ground screaming like, holy shit, I've just been tackled by a woman from South Africa. And by the way, that's not South Africa, that's South Africa. All right, and finally, speaking of surprise tackles, Hillary Clinton is back in the news, and this time, she's coming for Bernie.
This morning, we are hearing for the first time explosive comments from Hillary Clinton about her 2016 Democratic challenger, Bernie Sanders.
In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Clinton will not commit to backing Sanders if he is the Democratic nominee in 2020. She also doubles down on comments that she made in an upcoming documentary in which she said, quote, nobody likes him on the Hill.
This is Hillary Clinton speaking. He was in Congress for years. He had one senator support him. Nobody likes him. Nobody wants to work with him. He got nothing done. He was a career politician. It's all just baloney, and I feel so bad that people got sucked into it. The reporter asked, does that assessment still hold? And she says, yes, it does. And then she goes on, if he gets the nomination, will you endorse and campaign for him? And she says, I'm not going to go there yet.
Hillary, what are you doing? The election is just about to begin, and now you're coming out throwing punches? This is not the time to reopen old wounds. You can just say, as Democrats, we always support our nominee, and then go home and punch that bag you have with Bernie's face on it. Because, like, what does that even mean? Let's be honest, what does that mean? Hillary won't support Bernie? So if he's the nominee, who else is she gonna campaign for? Trump? Actually, I'd love to see that, I won't lie. I mean, no, that would be amazing if Trump was just up there like, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my friend, Crooked Hillary. Like, Hillary comes out, hello everybody, lock me up, lock me up, lock me up. But look, man, as much as I don't agree with Hillary's timing, I don't think she's completely wrong about Bernie not being well liked in Washington, because Bernie himself has said this. Right? He said he doesn't do pleasantries. He's not trying to be nice with people. He doesn't schmooze and rub elbows. He's just there to do what he's there to do. And honestly, that's what I like about Bernie. Like, his personality is kind of like the beginning of a Snickers commercial. You know, just like, Bernie, you're not yourself when you're hungry. Have this. It's like, bullshit, I don't like chocolate and I don't like you. Get that shit out of my face.